Our target today is a yield of exactly 32 warm, savory squares, layered with melted cheese and bacon. Before we assemble anything, you need to prepare your core ingredients. Specifically, you'll need 4 slices of bacon, cooked until crisp, drained, and crumbled, along with 3 eggs, already slightly beaten. You'll also need 3/4 of a cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of instant minced onion, 1 tablespoon of dried parsley flakes, 4 slices of natural Swiss cheese, and exactly 1 package of refrigerator Crescent rolls. For hardware, you require 2 identical 8x8x2 baking pans. Delivering on the full 32 pieces doesn't require advanced knife skills or complex culinary techniques. Success comes entirely down to keeping the right ratios and properly staging these specific components. Step 1 is establishing our thermal baseline. Set your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit so it is fully heated by the time assembly is done. Next, take your 2 8x8 pans and both grease and flour the bottoms as well as the sides. Do not skip the flouring step. If you only use grease, the liquid egg mixture we add later will chemically bond to the metal edges as it bakes, ruining the structural integrity of your squares. Now unroll your package of Crescent dough and separate it along the perforations into 4 rectangles. Take the first 2 rectangles and press them seamlessly into the bottom of your first pan to form a solid sheet. This diagram shows the pan's cross-section. Notice how the dough is manipulated. Push it exactly 1 inch up the vertical walls. If you fall short of that clearance, the liquid filling breaches the dough barrier, pools underneath, and burns directly against the pan. Once the first pan is secure, replicate that exact placement in the second pan using your remaining 2 dough rectangles. Getting this right means you have a flawless, leak-proof foundation. That barrier will protect the delicate egg mixture from direct heat during the baking phase. With the foundation set, place 2 slices of Swiss cheese directly over the dough base in each of your 2 pans. Moving to the emulsion, combine your pre-beaten eggs, 3/4 cup of milk, and minced onion in a mixing bowl, whisking until thoroughly mixed. Here is the strictest rule of the protocol. This total liquid volume must be divided perfectly in half. Look at these bar charts representing the 2 pans. Pour exactly half of your liquid mixture over the cheese in the first pan, bringing it to the 50% marker. Then, sprinkle exactly half of your crumbled bacon and parsley flakes over that same pan. The common point of failure here is losing track and accidentally pouring the entire bowl of liquid and toppings into a single pan. Carefully duplicate the pouring and garnishing process for the second pan, using the remaining half of your ingredients. This precise volume distribution ensures that both batches maintain a uniform structural thickness and finish their baking cycles at the exact same time. Place both fully assembled pans into your preheated oven. You have a rigid baking window of 15 to 18 minutes. Set a timer. You'll know they are done when the egg emulsion has puffed up and the exposed edges of the Crescent dough have turned golden brown. Remove them from the heat and let both pans rest completely undisturbed for exactly 5 minutes. This 5-minute pause allows the internal structure to cool and set. If you cut into them immediately, the layered squares will disintegrate. This schematic maps out the cutting geometry for your first pan. By cutting a 4x4 grid, you will cleanly divide the 8-inch span into 16 individual portions. This specific grid ensures that every resulting piece is an exact 2-inch square. Repeat this identical cutting pattern on your second pan. Doing so delivers your promised total yield of 32 squares. When extracted, a perfect square reveals a flaky bottom crust sitting securely beneath fully solidified, distinct layers of Swiss cheese and bacon. By adhering strictly to the spatial boundaries in the pan, dividing the liquid volume precisely, and trusting the correct cutting geometry, you successfully convert standard refrigerator dough into a high-yield, engineered appetizer.